What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. We have big updates on Spider-Man Brand New Day today. It's looking like fans might be getting that original grounded story that they wanted from Spider-Man Brand New Day. And a new report says that the film might actually involve the Punisher. After the Fantastic Four releases next month, Spider-Man Brand New Day is the next movie to come from Marvel Studios. They did release some new scenes for the Fantastic Four today. One is incredibly important and we'll go over it in this video. And they also did reveal possibly the coolest popcorn bucket I have seen to date. I'll probably buy a lot of these and give them away to subscribers, so make sure you're subscribed. But for Spider-Man Brand New Day, we have more info about the Hulk. We keep getting more and more reports about the Hulk appearing in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It really does seem like this is Marvel's plan. And they might have a pretty good twist on the Hulk remembering Peter Parker. He could possibly be the only person to remember Peter out of everybody. And it sounds like this story could be set up very well. So we have some new information coming from the Hot Mic podcast with John Roca and Jeff Snyder. In their latest episode, they talked about how on January of this year, they talked about World War Hulk and that John Roca revealed that the Hulk might be appearing in Spider-Man 4. He also heard that the Punisher would also appear in Spider-Man 4. And according to his source, the original plan for Spider-Man Brand New Day, or Spider-Man 4 at the time, was to have Spider-Man fighting the Hulk with the Punisher. And it was originally intended to be a ground-based movie, a street-level Spider-Man movie. Now, it's very clear that Marvel Studios definitely has plans for the Punisher. At the end of Daredevil Born Again Season 1, he played a pretty big role. We also got a confirmation from Marvel that they are indeed making a Punisher special presentation, which will come out next year, right before Daredevil Born Again Season 2, in which the Punisher is set to return. Looks like he's also set to return in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And this is kind of finally starting to make sense because after Daredevil Born Again Season 1, a lot of fans were asking and stating that since all of this is happening in New York, where Peter Parker / Spider-Man is, this has to affect him and his story. Well, adding the Punisher in the movie makes it connect to Daredevil Born Again, and it could give us some perspective about how that situation with Mayor Fisk affected other superheroes or masked vigilantes. It's the MCU, everything's connected, so we like to see those connections addressed. Now, according to John Roca, one of the main reasons that Marvel does want to throw the Hulk in Spider-Man 4, at least originally like they were stating back in January, is that Marvel wants the Hulk to move away from their intelligent Hulk or Professor Hulk. They want to show him as a brutish, violent, and rage Hulk, is what John Roca says, in which, yeah, that's what everybody wants at this point in time. He stated, many people have complained about Intelligent Hulk and want the massive, angry, fighting version back, and so Marvel desperately wants to bring that back. His words. And he refers back to Tom Holland, what he said in the interview in the Rich Roll podcast, where he said that when he read the script for Spider-Man 4, he was excited and jumping around his hotel room. Now, since then, we know that the script has definitely been changed. However, according to Roca, he concluded by stating that it seems clear that the core idea regarding Hulk and Punisher in Brand New Day is still the same. And if that's the case, that's great. We can get that grounded street-level Spider-Man movie. However, I still believe that by the end of the film, since this film now goes directly into Avengers Doomsday, the multiverse will start to get more involved. We can have a street-level movie for 90% of the movie, and then that last 10% can take us right into Doomsday. They could bring the other two Spider-Men back, Tobey and Andrew. Plus, not to mention, we've heard that Sadie Sink is playing Mayday Parker, and she should be coming from another universe. In fact, Roca himself said that she would come from Tobey Maguire's universe and she would actually be the daughter of Tobey Spider-Man. So there will definitely be multiversal aspects to it. Now, as far as the Hulk remembering Peter Parker is concerned, I'm literally talking about the Hulk, not Bruce Banner, but the Hulk. Many fans are pointing out that there was a story in the comics where everybody forgot who Peter was, but Hulk did not. And he even said Banner forgot, Hulk didn't. They might go that same route in the MCU, and yes, Bruce Banner / the Hulk do know who Spider-Man is, because Peter Parker was there at the end for Tony's funeral. And I know a lot of people have been stating, well, Smart Hulk knew who Peter Parker was, and he probably doesn't anymore, and that's most likely due to the fact that it's Banner's mind that is in control. Banner's mind gets wiped, the Hulk's doesn't. And that might actually be how they defeat the Hulk in the end. Like Spider-Man and the Punisher going up against the Hulk, while being massively entertaining, and yeah, there are ways that they could win, they probably won't, at least I hope they won't go that route in the MCU, because if we do get the angry Hulk back, hopefully he just gets angrier and angrier and essentially is unstoppable, up to the point that he might actually be going for the kill against Spider-Man. And during just fighting him, Peter Parker's mask gets taken off and the Hulk sees that it's Peter, which makes him stop. That could be, of course, not confirmed, just a theory at this point, but that could be the direction that Marvel is going. But let me know your thoughts about that in the comments down below. Now, as far as Daredevil and Kingpin are concerned, I know a lot of people really wanted Daredevil and Kingpin in Spider-Man 4, but Vincent D'Onofrio recently revealed that his character can only appear in TV shows. At least he said that's what he believed. And that's due to the whole rights situation regarding the Spider-Man characters, which Kingpin is. Legally, that is. Obviously, he's more than just a Spider-Man character. So we're not expecting Daredevil or Kingpin to show up, but it is still definitely a possibility because Marvel could always work out a deal with Sony for him to appear. Now, like I mentioned, we did get some new scenes for the Fantastic Four First Steps today. There's some really cool action scenes, and this kind of is a pretty cool reveal of Galactus via the popcorn bucket. And I do like how they're really not showing us Galactus in the movie yet, and I hope they actually don't show us until we go and watch the movie. But the biggest reveal that this new trailer showed us is the reveal of Franklin Richards. In this new trailer, we get this scene where Reed and Sue are laying on the bed with their newborn child, Franklin. You've probably heard me say this a lot, but Franklin Richards is one of the most powerful characters in Marvel history ever. And with the new scene that was revealed at CCXP with the footage of the Fantastic Four showing the Silver Surfer trying to actually grab Franklin from Sue's belly when she's pregnant, that confirmed to us that Galactus wants Franklin Richards. The synopsis even says that Galactus makes it kind of personal, and now we know why. The reason most likely is because Franklin has the power to create pocket universes, and for somebody like Galactus who needs to feed on energy all the time, a person who could create universes would be pretty handy to have around. However, what this scene does show us is that that scene that they showed at CCXP was not the ending of the movie. Some people thought that it could be the ending because the Fantastic Four, they go into a black hole in space. Many people thought that this could lead to the Thunderbolts post-credit scene where we see the Fantastic Four enter our universe. However, in that scene where they go in the black hole, Sue is giving birth actively to Franklin. He is not born yet, but she is in the process of having him. This scene right here confirms that they do indeed have Franklin Richards, and there will be scenes in the movie where they show him as an infant. So that confirms that that is not the final scene of the film, and that would be kind of interesting if they ended the film that way anyways. The film will most likely end with Galactus being defeated, or perhaps it ends with him winning. The Thunderbolts post-credit scene did show us that the Fantastic Four will end up in the 616 universe. Perhaps the reason they arrive in the 616 universe is because Galactus won, and he is going to devour their world, so they have to leave. Also, not to mention, the director of the Fantastic Four, Matt Shakman, did say that the title, The Fantastic Four First Steps, has multiple meanings, and now one of them, we know, has to do with Reed and Sue's son, Franklin, and his literal first steps as a human being. So go ahead and let me know what you think about all this news in the comments down below, and let me know how excited you are for the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man Brand New Day. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU news, rumors, or leaks. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.